Hello, this video is to explain how to operate the magnetron sputtering and the resistive evaporation machine. So we have a complete process for how to use this machine. Now about the physic operation. So first what we need to do is first when you start the machine, first you need to open the chiller. That's the first one. And after open the chiller compressor, then the second you can power on the machine. Power the machine at the meanwhile all the device will be power on. So you will see this screen right here. And then what you need to do is you press the button Magnetron Sputtering to go inside to the next screen. Okay, let's see it. Okay, after you press it, we come to this screen right here, and we can try to understand this screen first. So on the top here is the time and the running time, the Tuesday here, and the date. Okay, on the top, and on the left here is the light, which is for you to observe the samples inside. Okay, here is the language switch button, language switch, and here is ionization. Ionization like is the vacuum gauge ionization. Okay, and here is the structure of the inside chamber and the machine. So we can see the pre-pump valve, backing pump, the main pump, the main valve. Okay, the backing pump is here. This is the backing pump, and the pre-vacuum valve right here, and the backing valve right here. So you will know, okay, the backing valve is between the backing pump and the main pump. You just need to understand the position of these valves and buttons and the pumps. Okay, and right here the main pump status, the frequency, the speed, the state, I will explain later. And for him, the vacuum gauge display, the composite vacuum right here, the primary vacuum here. Okay, and the manual pumping process, when to open the pre-vacuum valve, when to open the vacuum pump, and these buttons. Here we have the automatic pumping, which is you are going to use in future. Okay, especially the automatic on and automatic off. And right here is alarm information, which will display all the alarm here. Okay, here is the chiller off, turn off the chiller, and here is a cancelled alarm. Okay, that's the button meaning. And then we can go to the coating interface. Here is the coating interface. We have different operation manual and different construction right here. Okay, I will explain to you later. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you how to how to do one by one step. Okay, I'm going to explain to you. So before we do the coating process, I mean the sputtering process, we need to clean the chamber first. Okay, on the right we can see how to do the chamber cleaning. Okay, first when we go to the magnetron sputtering button, we come to this screen, and then we come to the coating interface. So the first we need, let's go back to the vacuum interface. So first we need to do is open the B valve. Okay, first open the B valve. Second, open the first open the B pump. Second, open the P valve. And then we wait until here is 20 par, less than 20 par. Here is less than 20 par. We go to the coating interface. Now it is a coating interface. So what we need to do is we turn on the ionization gauge right here. And then we need to make sure the gas cylinder, no matter the argon or oxygen which you are using, is turned off. Okay, then we open the S valve right here. Okay, so first ionization, second turn on the S valve, then we press the purging button. When we press the purging button, then the gas of the pipe from the cylinder will go into the chamber, and we wait until here the vacuum is less than 20 par. Less than 20 par. Now what we need to do is we open the gas cylinder. You see, we open the gas cylinder and adjust it to 0.02 millipar, the regulator on the gas cylinder. And then we turn off the argon. And then we turn off the purging, we turn off the S valve, we turn off the ionization. Then the cleaning is done. So after cleaning, we need to do the Magnetron Sputtering. Okay. Okay. First, you need to load the samples inside the chamber for sure. So the first thing you need to install the target here is the target here, which is your experiment requirement. What kind of target here, and install it here, install the substrate here. Of course, after you install them, you should let the blocking blade on the top of the sample. Okay, that's the first step. Install the substrate and the target. So first, what we need to do is we press the automatic on button to start the vacuum process. Then we need to wait until it is 5.10 minus 4 par right here. Okay, so we wait until here is 5.10 minus 4. But this is not the standard. The customer can decide this value. Okay, when it reached to this value, we can switch to the coating interface right here. Okay, now we can start to do the coating. So the first one is, we can see on the right, if the substrate heating here, if it need heating, you can set the heating temperature here and press the heating button. Okay, and then when the temperature is not accurate, you can press the A tuning to adjust the temperature. Okay, so here set the temperature if necessary and press the heating button. And the second step, we need to throttle valve control. Here we need to set it to 80 to 9 or 90%. So here you can see the range is 5 to 95%, but we can set it to 80 to 90 first, and press the TV enable. Press the TV enable. Then also press open the TV valve. Open the TV valve. Then you can use the button. You can use the back button for small increase and decrease. Okay. After that, we need to do is we open the gauge right here. Ionization. We open the ionization gauge and switch to the resistance gauge. And open the stop valve. Okay, open the S valve and open V control and set the flow meter, set the flow to the required flow based on the customer requirement. Okay, we set it to, for example, we set it to 12 or 15 SCCM. That's for the argon. Meanwhile, for the oxygen, you can do the same thing. Open the ionization S valve, we control and set the flow. Then here the current flow will be same as your setting. After that, we need to wait until the vacuum gauge here is 2 to 5 par. If it is not, we need to adjust the above 4 or 5 steps to make sure the vacuum degree will be between the 2 to 5 par. Also, this is not the standard value. Customer can choose what vacuum they want to do the sputtering. Okay, after that, after it reached to 2 or 5 par, then we can start to open power on the RF generation, and we can try to set the power here. The blue verse here set the power like 100 watt, 50 watt, and set it here. Then we open the A shutter. We open the A shutter. Then the coating process will start. Okay. So during the spurting process, you can see here is the bias voltage, forward power. The forward power should be same as your setting here. Okay, and then you can wait like press the start button here, and then the coating will start. So you can check how long time you need to finish the coating. Then you wait 20 seconds, 120 seconds, depends on your requirement. Then you can finish the coating. Okay, after you finish the coating, then you can stop the RF generator. Stop the RF generator and close the A shutter. Close the A shutter. And then we can do the coating. We can switch off the gas right here. Okay, switch off set the gas flow 0. Turn off the V control, the S valve, and ionization one by one. And also, if we need, we turn off the heating. By the way, here is the rotation. When we do the coating, we can set the rotation here. The speed can be like 12 to 15 RPM, depends on the customer requirement. So that's the rotation. And we turn off the rotation when necessary. And then we turn off the gas cylinder. We turn off the gas cylinder. And then we can go back to the vacuum interface right here. So if all the experiment is done, we need to press the automatic off button. Then the vacuum system will cl will close the vacuum. All the vacuum pump will stop one by one until here the speed is 0 and until all the process finished. It will give you an alarm right here. Then you can open the chamber and take the samples out. Okay, that's the Magnetron sputtering process it will do on this machine. Okay, and we go to the thermal evaporating process. If we look at the thermal evaporating interface. Okay, so first when we press this button, when we press this resistive evaporation button, then it will come to this interface. Inside, you can see inside we have different sauce, the metal sauce, organic sauce. That's it. So what we need to do is similar like what we did with the Magnetron sputtering machine. So here we need to press the automatic on button to start the vacuum. And when the vacuum here reached to -4, normally under -4 vacuum, then we can come to the sputtering process right here. Regarding the sputtering process, the value, the setting, you can refer to the another video I shared with you. Okay, so that's how to set the parameters.